Hello and welcome to the 9th episode of the Rite of 433. In this episode, we will briefly look at contemporary concert music from a composer's perspective by using two very contrasting and interesting examples. Elliot Carter is one of the most respected composers of the second half of the 20th century. He combined elements of European modernism and American ultra-modernism into a distinctive style with a personal harmonic and rhythmic language, after an early neoclassical phase. His compositions are performed throughout the world and include numerous orchestral, chamber music, solo instrumental, and vocal works. The recipient of many awards, Carter was twice awarded the Pulitzer Prize. Born in New York, he had developed an interest in modern music in the 1920s. He was later introduced to Charles Ives and soon came to appreciate the American ultramodernists. After studying at Harvard University with Gustav Holst and Walter Piston, he studied with Nadia Boulanger in Paris in the 1930s, after which he returned to the United States. He is also very well known for his outstanding compositional vigor and unique longevity. Carter was productive in his later years, publishing more than 40 works between the ages of 90 and 100, and over 20 more after he turned 100 in 2008. He completed his last work, Epigrams for Piano Trio, on 13th of August 2012, just several months before his death. One of these late works is Interventions, a composition for solo piano and orchestra. The work was composed at the behest of the pianist Daniel Barenboim and the now infamous conductor James Levine to celebrate Carter's 100th birthday. The piece was completed in April of 2007 and was first performed in the Symphony Hall in Boston on 4th of December 2008 by Daniel Barenboim and the Boston Symphony Orchestra. Interventions has a duration of roughly 15 minutes and is composed in one continuous movement. Carter wanted the piece to fully utilize the talents of both Barenboim and Levine. He described its composition in the score program notes, writing, "I soon realized that it could not be a regular piano concerto because it would not give equal prevalence to both performers. So I decided to write a work that had one long line, mostly for the strings, interrupted by the piano, which also had its developing part interrupted by the orchestra, each intervening in the other part, sometimes humorously. So let's enjoy an excerpt from Interventions for Piano and Orchestra, written by a then 99-year-old composer, Elliot Carter." Christina Arakanyan is a British-Armenian composer born in 1994, shortly before Carter's 86th birthday. Christina is one of the UK's most promising young composers. Her most notable awards include the BBC Young Composers Competition and the NCEM Composers Competition. Her works have been heard on BBC Radio 3 on numerous occasions and in the most prestigious concert halls in England. At the time of this recording, she is finishing her PhD in composition at King's College in London and was very kind to give her own personal contribution to this podcast by composing a brand new concert guitar piece specifically for this occasion. Our professional collaboration started back in 2012 when we were both students at the Royal Academy of Music in London. A true child prodigy, already as a teenager she has produced concert works of amazing quality and maturity way beyond her years. It is an honor for me to call this remarkable composer a personal friend as well as a professional collaborator. I believe that in the context of true contemporary concert music, it is very important for composers to maintain a firm relationship with concert artists. It is an honor for me to call this remarkable composer a personal friend as well as a professional collaborator. I believe that in the context of true contemporary concert music, it is very important for composers to maintain a firm relationship with concert artists, and that in this spirit of collaboration, it is possible to yield the best and most lasting results. The solo guitar piece, To the Lighthouse, was inspired by the eponymous novel by the great British modernist writer Virginia Woolf. The piece perfectly mimics the structure of this very complex and intricate literary work, while fully expressing its profound emotional impact that this great novel still has on the contemporary audience. So please enjoy To the Lighthouse, a solo guitar piece by Christina Arakanyan, specially composed for this podcast. As always, thank you once again for listening and see you in the next episode.